Hey, Brent, good to see you. Who needs long-term care insurance? Nearly 70% of 65-year-olds will need long-term services or support, and that need usually only lasts 1 to 2 years, but extended care can really wipe out a couple's savings. So what is long-term care insurance?
Yeah, good question. So, long term care insurance is a standalone policy. And what it's going to do is you're going to pay into the policy over the years. And then if you become disabled, have cognitive issues, they would, or maybe you needed to have skilled nursing care or be put into a nursing home, this policy would kick in and then they would pay some or all of that cost.
Okay, now I feel like, Brent, you probably get this question a lot. What if I've been paying in for that insurance policy and I end up not needing it? What then?
Yeah, so good question. So that's actually a big hang up that most people have with this. But then I like to bring up it's the same thing with your auto insurance policy, your term life insurance policy, your homeowners and policy. You're paying for a sense of peace of mind. So if you
Mm.
can find an affordable product, if you don't need to use it, that's great. But if you do need to use it, man, it's great when it's there.
Right. Now, another probably common misconception, does regular health insurance or Medicare cover long-term care?
Correct. It does not. So a
Mm,
lot of people get confused with that. And Medicare and regular health insurance plans, they will not cover this type of coverage.
mhm. And it's so important because as we take a look at some of the expenses, these are annual median costs, and this is from 2020. So we know these costs have only gone up since then. But Brent, when I look at that, it just gives me anxiety. It's so expensive.
Absolutely. Yeah, the average American cannot afford to pay this stuff. And what it does is it whittle away at all your assets, and you can really end up not having anything to pass on to heirs or something like that if you end up being in a home for a couple of years.
Mhm. And so now probably the million-dollar question, when should I buy long-term care insurance?
Good question. And then the pros out there usually, have pretty close but a little bit different answers. So I've seen it as low as 55, but Dave Ramsey recommends 60, and then AARP recommends from 60 to 65. That's usually when we like to take a look at it. And what you're looking to do is you want to still be healthy enough and young enough to qualify for a policy because they will underwrite, but you also want to be somewhat close to when you think you may need that policy. You're looking for that sweet spot because it's probably
Mhm.
going to be 70s, 80s when if you did need it, that's when it would kick in.
Mhm. I love when we talk about these peace of mind stories, Brent. It's really important to talk this through early. So if somebody has questions about this, what's the best way to reach you?
Yep, head to the website, www.young-wm.com, or you can call the office, 614-430-8383, and Becca will get you on our calendar.
All right, Brent, thank you.
Thank you.